Welcome everybody to our presentation titled Use of Open Pedagogy in an Undergraduate Research Course. I'm Dr. Andjela H.Kaur. I'm a white woman wearing glasses. I'm speaking to you today from my home library, and I was the co-designer and co-instructor for the course that we will be telling you about.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jen Jarson. I'm also a white woman with glasses speaking to you from my office today. I'm a librarian, and my role in this course was as co-designer and co-teacher as well.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aneasha. I am a Puerto Rican woman. I am a senior at Penn State Lehigh Valley, and my role in this course was a student. This was a 400-level undergraduate course where the objective was to learn the fundamentals of research. Us 7 students and the instructors sat together during each class as a group where we learned these fundamentals together and at the same pace. This was nice because most of us had little to no experience with the iterative writing and research process, but we were eager to learn and ready to enhance our skills.
In addition to offering you some context about the course with which we were working, we want to offer some brief comments on how we're conceptualizing open pedagogy as the foundation for this work. Essentially, the values and motivations behind our work in the course. For us, as instructors, open pedagogy is about student agency, about peer learning, and about active and experiential learning. So, using open pedagogy practices, we attempted to involve students in the development of this course in order to promote their engagement, promote their empowerment. And this was a means for us to focus on the inquiry process and the process of knowledge production, not just consumption. So some of the ways that we implemented open pedagogy in practice included an open inquiry project, which was really the central guiding force in the course. And in this project, students researched a topic driven by their curiosities. The project was intended to help students work toward asking novel questions and to engage in an in-depth research process. Our approach was characterized by flexibility and individualization. We expected that the process would be highly flexible and become individualized as we progressed, and the course of the projects and their processes took shape, and that was very much our reality. So we used an open syllabus in order to help us accomplish these goals. When you hear the term open syllabus, you might first think of something like the Open Syllabus Project, which, if you're not familiar with it, is a nonprofit archive of syllabi. You can see a screenshot of that website in the bottom right corner of the screen with an X through it to indicate that that is not how we are using the term open syllabus. So what did open syllabus mean for us? Rather than being a regulatory document, we imagined our open syllabus as a collaborative tool for teaching and learning, meaning collaboration with students, not just between each other as instructors. By framing the syllabus to students as an open living document, we really aimed to empower students to help shape our collaborative teaching and learning process.
So how did we put this philosophy of open syllabus in practice? We proposed that syllabus is a suggestion, and we invited students to propose changes to assignments throughout the course, during the first class, but also throughout the course. We would review the upcoming assignments, and we invited revisions during each class. We also invited students to assign points to each assignment, which is an activity that we did that we will tell you a little bit about in just a few minutes. And then we invited students to co-create their own final assignments. Given that this was a research class where everybody was working on their own unique research project, this was sort of logical thing to do, but still we really encourage students to modify the assignments to what they felt was needed in order for them to communicate that they're learning. Finally, we gave easy access to students. Everybody had our cell phone numbers, and we encouraged communication outside of the classroom whenever students were working on the projects outside of the classroom. We wanted to send a clear message that curiosity is not something that stays in the classroom, but that thinking happens outside of the classroom as well. So during the first class, we all usually review syllabus. So what we did during the first class were two activities that we felt were enacting our philosophy on open syllabus and open pedagogy. We spent some time analyzing a syllabus statement that communicated the intent of open syllabus, and then we had an activity that was determining points for assignments. The syllabus statement that we used said the following: open syllabus will allow us to personalize learning and to achieve high level of autonomy for all participants in the learning process. We found this statement to be an excellent conversation starter on the practice of open syllabus.
As students, we worked in pairs to analyze each assignment, and together we proposed a numerical value to the group in which we agreed each assignment should be worth. After each group presented their proposal, we collectively discussed as a class to determine an appropriate point value for each assignment. This gave us students a sense of autonomy over the worth of our assignments. And I think I can speak for all of us students when I say that it was a unique approach that we all appreciated. In the beginning of the course, the professors were discussing this open syllabus style course and this pedagogy approach. And it threw us back a little bit as students because none of us have had experience with this style course before. And then the instructors were asking us what we believed each assignment should be worth. And there was reluctance in that because we're used to assignments already being assigned a point value, and there's usually no changing that. So we were reluctant to give our thoughts and ideas because we also didn't want to insult the instructors with some bizarre number. But then we discussed more as a group, and it was more of a compromise, and it was a conversation between us and the instructors rather than the instructor standing in front of us talking at us.
We had a similar reaction. We noticed that students were surprised at first that points were not arbitrary, and then we explained how instructors work on this process. And then the first reaction on the part of the students was that all assignments should have equal points. But then we were transparent about how we are trying to communicate a particular value for each assignment. And the students also communicated to us that they did feel that low points indicate that there should probably be less work and less effort put into an assignment. So then we together came to the point of discussing what does it mean that something is less work or more work, and we realized that it means different things to different learners and different people. And then there was a moment in the class where there was a little bit of tension. Like we realized that it's going to be hard for all of us to agree on what points should be given and assigned to each assignment. And we noticed that there was a particular kind of sense of conflict avoidance, that people just didn't want to step on each other's toes and propose maybe some numbers that might be insulting other people in their learning styles or instructors. And that there was a tendency on the part of students to delegate decision-making to the instructors, but we refused to pick points on our own. So we kept discussing what would be the best points that we can all agree on. And then we came to the excellent agreements. We corrected these points, and it seemed like we all had fun during that process. We definitely begin to think about syllabus in a different way.
So reflecting then on the points activity specifically, but also our use of open syllabus more generally, we can say that we found our open syllabus experience to be a very useful approach, the open syllabus a very useful tool to engage in open pedagogy in both a practical and a philosophical sense. We found that our open syllabus helped us to increase transparency around the power dynamics that we typically experience in courses and give us a way to work toward balancing those dynamics, because that open syllabus really helped us foreground and reinforce student agency. And importantly, our open syllabus helped us emphasize the idea of process over product.
Thank you so much for listening with us today.